Hello, my name is Carlos Daniel Perez, and today I will be showing you how to do a 5-year rolling beta. So, you first want to go into Yahoo Finance, you want to look for the company you want to do this for. You can do this 3 years, 5 years, how many years you want. Today I'm going to be doing 5 because the company that I chose is Target, and we're going to be comparing it to their 5-year monthly beta. So once you choose the company that you want to do, you go into their historical data. You want to make sure that frequency is set monthly, that you're showing historical prices, and you want to click here where it says max. It says February 20th, 1973, all the way to today. You want to hit apply. Once it applies, you want to download it. And when you download it, it should look something like this. So we can see here's a TGT, date, open, high, low. We are going to take all of these because we don't need them. We're going to erase them, delete. We're going to do the same thing for volume, delete. Once you're done with that, we are going back to Yahoo Finance. We're going to look for the S&P 500. For this tutorial, we're going to use the SPX. And reason being is if you use anything different than this, the download button is not going to be there. You're not going to be able to download the data into an Excel. You can copy it like this, but it's very tedious. And this is just a much easier way. I had already preset how this looks. The reason I put January 30th is because, oh, it's moved again, but it's okay. We can do max. We can see that it's February 20th, 1973. If we go back here, we want to do the ending of the prior month, which would be January 30th. We would click apply, download, and once you do that, you're going to get this. Once again, we do not want any of this. So we're going to delete this, and then we're going to delete this. We're going to copy the stuff from the SPX. We're going to click Control Shift arrow down, and then arrow to the right, and then Control C. Then we're going to go back to TGT. We're going to paste this right next to it. We're going to check that the dates match. I know that over here it says 1973, but I guess that's I guess Yahoo only has up to 1985, which is okay because both of them happen to match. If they don't happen to match for you, just make sure that you use the same data. You might want to go a couple years forward until it matches and then take that chunk off. I don't have to do this time. We're going to go all the way down, make sure the same thing. They both end the same place. I'm going to take off the 19th just because the month has not ended. And I don't want any discrepancies. I want to keep it consistent. I don't want to have a number that is halfway through a month when every other number is the whole month. We're going to go all the way up. And now we're going to calculate the return. To calculate the return, it's fairly simple. But actually, before we do that, since we already checked the dates, it is all right to delete this. Nothing will happen. You'll be okay. So to calculate the returns, we're going to do ending minus beginning over beginning. Something that is super important is to make sure and put these parentheses. If you do not put the parentheses, you're going to get a number that is way different than mine. You click enter. You want to make sure that we have this as a percent. You want to give it a little bit of decimals. And we're going to copy this formula for the S&P. Once you have these, you can just double click the corner. It'll go all the way down. And then once you have that, since we are doing a 5-year rolling beta in this tutorial, we are going to want to find that 5-year month, which in this case, it would be 60. So the way to do that is we're going to number all of them. It would be a little tedious if we did one by one. So we're just going to use this formula. We're going to equal number 1 or cell F3, which has a 1. So cell F3 plus 1. And then we're just going to drag this down a little bit. You don't have to go all the way down. I'm clearly past it. For 5 years, it would be 60. So I want to get to this 60. If you're doing 3 years, then that's 36. You know, you just adjust according to what you're calculating. I don't want any information from over here. So Control Shift up, then you delete. And I don't want anything from down here either. So Control Shift down and the same thing, delete. Once you delete that, this is where I ended. Cell 62, if you're doing 5 years, it might be the same, it might not. Now we're gonna calculate the beta, which is the slope. So we're gonna use the slope function. There we go. We're gonna do the one for Walmart first. So we start here, Control Shift, we go up, comma, then we go back down. You select the one for the S&P, Control Shift up, enter, and this is the number that we get for the beta. So then we can just double click. It takes this. You can go all the way down. Right. A way to make sure that you've done this correctly is by looking at the most recent beta. In this case, we have 1.1451. We can go back to target and we can see, we can go to the summary. We can go to beta. Beta is 1.15. They're using the 5-year monthly. That's what we're doing. Ours is 1.14 or 1.145. Very, 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 very close. I imagine if I take a couple decimals off, it might go to just 1.15. It's okay. That means you did it correctly. So that's a way to check. So now we're going to want the median, which is 0.5. We're going to want the 90th percentile, 0.90. We're going to want the 10th percentile. And to calculate this, we're going to use the percentile formula. Make sure you're using this one. Our array is going to be our betas. So we go Control Shift down. Then we do comma. Actually, before you do the comma, it is very important that you lock this in. So if you don't know how to lock it, you just click F4 or press F4. Then you put comma and we select our median. This is what we got. We can just now move the formula because we locked in this section of it. So it should work out for the other ones. After this, we just want to show that this is equal. Do this for all of these and then you can take it all the way down. Once you have this, you're going to select all of it. We're going to go to insert. We're going to go into, this one should be 2D line. And why is it showing it like this? Oh, that's why. Let me take this off. It's very important that whenever you're doing this, you select your rolling betas. If not, let me do this a little easier. Control Shift down. Oh, I clicked a little too much. Let's go back up because I don't want my chart to be down there. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it's okay. Click here, 2D lines, and there we go. Now we have it. So now that we have everything selected, we're gonna select the chart. We're gonna move the chart into another sheet. You can name this, I don't know, target chart. Click OK. This is our target chart. You can switch, you know, your title to whatever you want. I'm gonna write target 5-year rolling beta monthly, because we're doing monthly. Capitalize here. Then we're gonna wanna switch all of this. As you can see, it's a series 2, series 3. We don't know what any of that is. We don't know what this is. So we're gonna fix all of that. We're gonna go to select data. We're gonna wanna go over here, back to our month right here. We're gonna select all of our months. Oh, Control Shift down, and it is not going down because I had not selected. There we go. So make sure you click on edit. Oh wait, something happened. Something strange happened. So again, we're gonna do it real quick again. I think I messed up whenever I changed the data range. I changed it by accident. It's okay. We go back here. Control Shift down. There we go. Now it works. And we're also gonna want to change these. So edit series 1, which is our rolling beta. Enter. Series 2 is our median. Okay. Series 3 is our 90th. And then series 4 is our 10th. All right. And once you're done, you click OK. Everything's different. You can see our rolling beta. You can see our median, our 90th, and our 10th. You probably want to switch out the labels for this. You know, you might want to put them a little lower. And then for numbers, you might want to do years just so that it looks a little bit cleaner. Do add. There we go. And then you can move this around. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. This all just depends on personal preference. You can, you know, switch how you're portraying it. I like this one, so this is the one that I would probably use. And that's basically it. You have everything. We already checked our beta. We checked that it matched with whatever Yahoo Finances it does. And that's all. This is Target's 5-year rolling beta. Thank you very much.